What's up, everybody? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. We have an exclusive update. Nicki Minaj. We have some exclusive Nicki Minaj news that I trust because I'm going to get it from somebody who can actually contact Nicki Minaj's manager if she wanted to, because she knows him. Gina Torres, from In Case You Didn't Know, Spill the Sugar, former publicist. They can do things like that. Has a really good relationship with her manager. Not saying that this information all came from the manager, but I'm saying I would trust someone who can contact Nicki's manager. I'm sure Nicki's manager isn't spilling tea on her. But I would rather trust a person who has the means to contact someone like Nicki's manager. And here we go. So, basically, it says on In Case You Didn't Know, Nicki Minaj is going to release her album this year. Now, I said next year. I believed it would be top of next year. G said she believes it's going to be this year. She heard from some sources that she'll release this album this year, later on this year. She wants to actually drop the documentary before the album, okay? Because I was told there are a couple of songs in the doc that people will want to hear on the album. And if you remember, I did release that information a couple of months ago. I said that she has some unreleased songs on the documentary that she's going to have, that's going to be, have not been heard before. So pretty much you'll probably put those songs from the documentary onto the album. Also, Nicki plans on going back on the Joe Budden podcast. Interesting. She and Joe seem to have worked out their differences. Nicki has a lot of respect for Joe Budden because she was pretty much there from the beginning when he started that podcast. And she see what Joe's work ethic is like and how far he's taken that podcast. Okay. Also, she wants a lot of money to do Queen Radio because she can get another deal, but it would require time and dedication that she says she just cannot give right now. So in order for her to do Queen Radio, for all the Nicki fans, it's going to take a boatload of money, because in order for her to be dedicated to Queen Radio, that's pretty much, taking her out of doing everything else. You're not going to be able to try to make another album and do all these different things, fashion and TV, if you're doing this podcast. Because the podcast game right now, especially if they're going to give you a lot of money, they're going to want you full time. Okay. Also, hold on, I didn't want to lose the stuff that I have here. Okay, so she has no desire to return to pop Nicki. Her last couple of albums, she wants to make hip-hop classics. As I said to you guys, that was my suggestion all along. I hope this is true, because I said I believe that Nicki should make a mixtape. I didn't want her to do Beat Me Up Scotty over, but I think Nicki should make a mixtape and bring it back to the streets. Bring it back to the streets. Okay. Also, she takes pride in getting on young, up-and-coming artist records. So that pretty much debunks that she wants to stop getting on young artist records and just get on top artists. And Nicki Minaj has already been on top artists. She's already been on features with top artists. She prefers the youngins, the up-and-coming people. Okay, what else did Gina say? Shout out to, once again, to In Case You Didn't Know. Okay, she will put another feature out before her single, before her next single. So she'll put out another feature before she drops her single for the album. Also, Eminem, here's an interesting tidbit. Eminem asked her about doing Rap God Remix with him. Would that be something? Wow. If Nicki did the Rap God remix. Okay. Also, G says she heard if her husband goes to jail, she will retire and become a full-time mom. This is what she's getting. I'm not saying that someone said this to her, but from talking to the person that she was talking to, who was very close to the situation, I'm not going to say who it is, but that's the vibe she got, and that's the vibe that the person got that was talking to G. The next thing she said was, Nicki wanted to retire before, but it's only because of her fans, the Barbs, that she even put out music. So, interesting fact, Nicki, after having this child, Nicki was ready to retire. And remember, she did say that. She did say when last year, I'm retiring. So, she did say that. She did put out a couple of features after that. But she pretty much wanted to retire. And also it says she's given up on the Grammys and the number one. She understands the industry will not be happy until she's a washed up, forgotten rapper. That's what they want. Also, she felt bad. She still feels bad about what happened in Trinidad. If you remember when she went back to Trinidad, they were complaining about Kenny and the Trinidadian artist that was over there. Everyone's complaining. So, and they took that out on her when it really wasn't her fault. And everyone was saying she shouldn't have brought Kenny with her, including myself. I'm not going to lie. She can definitely see herself creating her own artistic creation type show where she will, pretty much develop artists. So kind of like, not growing up hip hop, but like Jermaine Dupri's show, but she would focus more on, mostly on perfecting the craft. If it's a rapper, and you know how Nicki is about, the way she raps. So if it's a rapper, perfecting that craft. If it's a singer, perfecting that craft. Just perfecting whatever craft that you would be on the show for. Interesting. This one was what this is real tea. May actually do something with Joe Budden. And that is a record that Joe Budden has stated to this person he would actually come out of retirement for. So he would come out of retirement to do a record with Nicki Minaj. Okay, as far as her and Drake goes, she feels as though she and Drake are finally on the same page. That's good to know. She knows Ariana Grande would ride out for her, but she does not want Ari to risk hurting her career for her. So what that means is we all know that Scooter Braun manages Ariana Grande, and Scooter Braun is a troublemaker. He's not that fond of Nicki Minaj. Scooter Braun is cool with Miley Cyrus, so that whole thing that happened with Miley. All right. She also said, which I thought was very funny because I could see Nicki saying this sarcastically. As far as the new girls that are out, and I take the new girls as Doja, Megan, and Cardi B, she's like, she doesn't really have a desire to do records with those girls because she did that already. She already did a feature with all of them. And we know the drama behind Motorsport. I can see Nicki. I did that already. Oh, that's funny. But it is a true statement. Also, she was never supposed to be on the Savage remix, contrary to rumor. Nor was it ever discussed she was ever supposed to be on Ariana Grande's 69 remix. She did, however, turn down Partisan Fontaine's invitation to get on the song called Backing It Up. So, Party, I guess that's Partisan Fontaine, Party had a song called Backing It Up that he wanted Nicki to get on, and she allegedly declined it. She's pretty confident that her husband will not do any jail time. At least she has high hopes. Once that is over, she's going to flood the remaining of 2021. And I guess the word flood, what you mean by that is she's just going to start coming out with all her material. Because that court date is now slated for August. If that is the last court date, If it only takes that one court date, if it doesn't get adjourned or anything like that, they said she's going to take that time and just really go ham, especially after, her husband, if her husband is let off. And last thing I said is the documentary should be out by September, and then hopefully her album on her birthday. So that's what she's planning on. She sees the album being released on her birthday. So that's pretty stuff. That's pretty good stuff. Exclusive stuff by in case you didn't know, exclusive Nicki Minaj stuff straight from a person who would know. If I'm going to trust anybody, I'm going to trust something coming from In Case You Didn't Know. This your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends.